hugs her. The other cop pets her hair. And then the father said some quote or something, he'll embrace her family or some shit like that. The mother was furious, and you could tell the mother's from the West Indies. You know what I'm saying? The Caribbeans. One thing about people from the Caribbean, they don't fuck with Babylon. You know what I'm saying? They don't fuck with Babylon like that. Even though a lot of tourists go to Caribbean islands, they be nice for the money. The West Indians and the Caribbean people be nice for the money, but they don't fuck with Babylon like that. So, the mother was furious. But I told y'all before on a past blog that there's different type of black people. There's different levels, there's different type of black people. The brother didn't fuck with his brother that got killed. So him hugging the white lady, I don't know what the fuck that was about. And the judge giving her only 10 years. I'm gonna tell you the hidden gem to that. They was in Texas. Them white militias or them Ku Klux Klan dudes probably told the judge, if you give that white bitch 99 years, we gonna kill you or we gonna hang you. So the judge only gave her 10 years, you know what I'm saying? But she clearly walked up the steps or into somebody else's house and killed them. And then kind of find out she used to mess with the dude, like they had an affair or something. So for the judge to give her 10 years and she was facing 99 years, that could also be like, oh, black people ain't the same as white people, we just, and, we good-hearted, I could have gave her 99 years, but I gave her 10. If a black person would have did that in Texas, they would have gave that black person that 99 years. So the problem with like a lot of black people, is they too forgiving and they too accepting, and they just on a different type of time. White people do shit to us all the time, and we we accept the shit or turn the other cheek. I ain't gonna say we as in me, but black people accept that shit. And this, I'm not preaching racism or that. I'm just saying, a lot of oppression, a lot of harm, a lot of adversities happen to black people at the hands of white people, and it don't be no remorse. They still didn't give the black people reparation for slavery. So I think the judge was trying to prove a point, like, oh, black people ain't the same as white people. Look, I'm merciful. I could have gave her 99 years, but I'm a good judge. I gave her 10 years. And don't get it twisted. There's been cases in New York State and in the federal penitentiary with a judge, because I got comrades where the judge could have slayed them. White judge could have gave them bionic numbers and gave them a little bit of numbers. But this is a different case. She deliberately premeditated on killing this dude, went in his house and clipped him. Why the brother hugged her, I don't know. But like I told y'all, there's different levels of black people. The brother's a different type of dude. The judge was a different type of person. Like, I'm not saying the stuff I'm saying in this interview is facts. It's my outlook on it. But yeah, the judge was probably trying to prove that, black people is better and we merciful and we really good people and, we lenient. Or she could have got that secret threat from the militias or the law or something like, listen, you railroad that white bitch, we gonna get rid of you, we gonna cook you, hang you or kill you or something. And she probably was scared. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But that Amber Guyger case, man, that's another eye opener. After the Troy Ave case, after the Eleanor Bumpers case, after many other cases, that's an eye opener. Like, y'all gotta be better prepared mentally and physically, because you gotta know and even when you do know the law, that might make them matter when they see you know the law, you know your rights and everything. So you gotta be prepared physically, because a lot of black people is like being targeted. They being targeted, and it's like back in the 60s all over again. Is y'all gonna turn the other cheek, or is niggas gonna man up and put that work in and fight back? Because, bowing down or accepting something is definitely not the answer. That's gonna make the individual want to inflict more pain on you. That's like encouraging them to do it. Because they see you like you just gonna submit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my outlook on the Amber Guyger case, right? The second thing I want to talk about was Power. I want to build on Power real quick. I watch Power. You know what I'm saying? I watch 50 Cent show Power. But Power is the new psychological weapon towards this generation of young kids. Because a lot of people is tuned into Power. When I watch Power, it reminds me, I look at it for entertainment purposes, but when I watch Power, it reminds me when I was growing up and they put out movies like Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, New Jack City, Scarface. These movies was put out to kind of brainwash us because dudes started imitating and emulating what these characters was doing in these movies. So when the average kid is watching Power, especially if he a street kid, if he a blood or crip, or he a street dude, he gangbanging, he got a little bit of street experience. And, Power always promoting, they moving bricks, they moving keys, they getting millions, they doing this, niggas is being double crossed, right? But there's only one white character really, and that's Tommy. Yeah, they show the Italians too, but we already know movies demonize Italians just as much as they demonize the blacks because the Italians is a sub-black culture. We know, just like in the early 90s, Giuliani went after the whole mafia and crumbled them, attacked all of them. They attacked them just like they attacked the black people, so. But Power got a whole bunch of black kids in the hood moving drugs for these big willy dudes, moving keys, slinging this, strippers slinging that, all type of shit. And it don't be adding up, because I'm going to tell you this. When Larry Davis had the shootout in the 80s, and he hit them cops, I was alive at that time. I was around. I was a young kid outside. Police was everywhere. They combed every block in the Bronx. They was harassing all the drug crews, wherever known drug spots they know, they was harassing people. The streets was hot when Larry Davis had shot them cops. I bring the Larry Davis shit up to bring up what? Tommy killed Angela Davis, who was a federal agent. And then the kid, Andre, when dudes tried to run up in his house and the cops got knocked off, he shot the black cop, which was a federal agent. If they swarm and lock the city down when you kill an NYPD officer, imagine what they'll do for the Fed if you kill a federal officer. So, to the young kids out there watching and all that, please, man, don't let Power brainwash you. Don't make you think you could kill a federal agent, a cop. I hope it don't make y'all think y'all can move 1 billion bricks and get away with it. And that Power shit is like a psychological genocidal tool, and it does more damage than it does good, because there's never really like a learning lesson in Power. Like there's never really a hidden jewel to like teach you something. It's just straight destruction. And I ain't hating on 50 Cent. Get your bag, homie. You know what I'm saying? Get to your money. Your show is popping, but it misleads kids. It gives them the wrong impression. And it makes them think selling drugs, shooting, killing cops is the move, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was implementing police being killed like on some revolutionary shit, like some Black Panther shit, like dudes is fighting against oppression and for their freedom and their rights, then that's a different type of justification, for that. But they is glorifying like the drug game and shit like that. If you hustling and you kill a cop, it's over for y'all. They gonna shut the block down. Nobody ain't gonna get no money for a long time until they catch who killed the cop. So if they'll do that for NYPD, imagine a federal agent. So the dude in Edenmore Projects, I don't know how the situation went down in the Bronx. The dude in Edenmore Projects that shot the cop and killed him, they killed the kid right after. And then they said, you know, first they killed the kid, they saying he killed the cop. Then later on they said the cop died in friendly fire. So you saying police shot police. So if police shot police, why did y'all kill the black kid? So I'm just tying the cop murder in the Bronx that just happened from either one. I'm just tying that in with power to give y'all an example. If you play with police and you go against them, they wiping you off the grid. So if anybody ever have plans of doing something to them, y'all gotta be ready to go. Like to leave Earth. Because you outnumbered. And they training for this. They're a big gang and they training for this. They train for war and combat and urban warfare and stuff like that. Now they got anti-terrorist units, K9, you know, they got new advanced K9 units. So they getting more and more sophisticated with their structure. But anyway, man, you know, Iron Sheik signing off. Intelligence rule over negative nonsense, war, law, wisdom, and righteousness is law over reckless decisions. You know, if y'all, you know, anybody who's watching this, if y'all can learn something from this, then that's a good thing. You know, but just don't implement what you see on TV and don't implement what you see out here, because what someone else do, it might don't work for you. You know what I'm saying? You might see somebody else get away with something, that don't mean you won't get away with something. You know, everybody's destiny is different, and you know, what's written for one person ain't written for you. So y'all gotta just be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be mindful of that, because, you know, there's a lot of targeting going on. There's a lot of targeting going on, and you see it every time on the news. You see it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You see it everywhere. So y'all just stay blessed out there. You know, we'll get up like sit-ups. Aye.